Welcome back, trainers. We are officially back to veteran after dropping down as low as like 2268. We finally made it back with this team: Charizard, Machamp, and Muck. So right here we have an incredible lead. We're going up against a Scrafty. I'm actually surprised that they're sticking around. I wonder if they're really weak to Charge in the back. We go ahead and take this Charge as a champ. Gonna get to this Blast Burn, and I overfarmed, hoping maybe they thought I was baiting, and they shield that. So I'm hoping they're gonna shield the next one. And very, very important count. Why? I CMP here, and I'm pretty sure this is actually just gonna be a pup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I couldn't switch there. I think I even tried to, but we CMP'd, so couldn't do it. And it's just a power punch. But either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and just preserve that Charizard for later in case maybe I need to catch or something. The majority of the time, the safe swap of the team will be Machamp. The only times you'll probably swap into a Muck is if you'll safe swap to the Muck if you're going against like a Dragonite or something. But I normally still like to chip with Charizard. So right here we have a lot of energy, and they bring in a Trevne. So not what our Machamp wants to look for, but because we have a lot of energy, this isn't too bad. We're gonna get to the Rock Slide. Their shields down. We have 2 shields up. So I'm like, man, this is looking pretty good right here. And almost take it out, just that little silver help. And now I'm gonna bring back the Charizard. I'm gonna bring it back, and they end up throwing here, which is really good for us because we want them to get rid of this energy. It's a Seed Bomb. Gonna go ahead and bring back the Muck here, and there is a Shadow Swampert in the back. We're 2 shields up, but it's really scary because Shadow Swampert is super spammy. And also, guys, before we go any further, if you like this video, if you want to keep watching this type of content, please leave a like and also consider subscribing. I will do my best to upload Monday through Friday if I'm able to, but I will do my best. So right here, we're just shielding all these Hydro Cannons. I'm like, come on, man, we need to get to move. Gonna go ahead and chill this other one, and I should now be able to reach this Dark Pulse. So it's confirmed, guys. 2 shields up, 2 shields up. You're able to beat a Swampert, a Shadow Swampert. So really crazy. Very glad I chose to use my shield smartly, and we just go ahead and one hit takes out that Trevenant there. Going on to man, this is really spicy. We got a shiny Kingdra in the lead, and on one of my other videos, I actually lost to a Kingdra lead using this team, so I needed to take my revenge. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, instead of gonna do that first Dragon Claw, they shield that. Gonna go ahead and now so in this case, I swap in to my Muck here, and I know that this is going to be an outrage because they've been farming forever. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take it. We're not going to go ahead and block it. They now switch into a Drapion. I'm hoping that I can get to another move. We are resisting. I believe it's a Poison Sting as the fast move that Drapion has. So we do resist that. And they're going to go ahead and throw a move. I'm thinking they're going to just take me out here, right? And it's actually an Aqua Tail. I don't know if they undercharged that or if Muck is that tanky, because I know it's not stab, but I was actually surprised that didn't take me out. So we're gonna go ahead and do a Thunder Punch. I think if it was for sure the Shadow would have taken us out. So now we're gonna bring in the Machamp. You can also run Shadow Machamp. I think Shadow Machamp will be the better idea here. I just don't have a Shadow Machamp, so we're running the OG regular Machamp. And I'm gonna go ahead and I was hoping to be able to farm down without using Shield, but I know they only have Crunch. I thought it was a Sludge Bomb, so we're fine. It ends up just being an Aqua Tail. We're looking good. They bring in A9. Gonna go ahead and do this Rock Slide, hoping they don't shield. Regardless if they shield or not, though, I have to swap out because this is doing a ton of energy to us, a ton of damage to us. Now I'm bringing the Zard, and they're gonna be able to get to a Weather Ball. They actually got there quicker than I thought. So I'm gonna go ahead and shield this. We have to shield this, and I go just a little bit over. I don't want to get to I can't even think of the word right now, but chose to just throw it here. Boom. This takes out the A9. They're going to go ahead and bring the Kingdra, and I just farm a little bit over, just a little bit more. Going to go this Dragon Claw because I know it's not going to take it out. I know this doesn't take it out. Boom. But we're looking so close. I'm hoping, can we farm it down? Can we farm it down? And we don't, so I'm a little scared. But we bring in the Machamp, and we're able to farm it down. And then they had the Drapion, which I thought it was over already. But apparently the Drapion was still alive there. Hopping on to next match, we got Charizard against S Cavalier. This is a pretty good lead. This is a pretty good lead for us. They actually end up swapping out. Now I bring in my Muck here. I did get a little bit of more farm there with the Charizard. So then I brought in the Muck, and this is going to be Scald. I haven't really seen them bait too much when I switch into my Muck here, and unfortunately our attack does drop here, and because these aren't staff Thunder Punches, it won't do as much damage as you can see. Wow, and also Tentacle is so tanky, so I think we might have CMP'd there. So that's a big CMP right there, and I'll go ahead and find out right now. They don't shield that. And yeah, wow. Okay, so Muck actually, I didn't realize that. So yeah, Muck beats a Tentacle CMP. This is going to be enough to almost take me out, but they will get a lot of farm there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, it takes them forever to get to Scald. So going to bring the Charizard. Normally, why would you do this? But I know it takes them forever to get to move. We actually CMP right here. Going to go ahead and throw the Dragon Claw. And I think they actually shield that. They shield because they're out of move. Sometimes out of frustration, you get to move and you just want to get the shield, your opponent's shield. And that's what they do here. So we shield, but the thing is, from here we can comfortably farm down. We can comfortably farm down, and we have so much energy with our shield up, and they have a Swampert, so it is scary. Luckily, we do have a lot of energy, so I'm gonna just throw this, throw in the Blast Burn. I know there's an S-Scab in the lead, so we're gonna go ahead and I bring in the Machamp, and we're gonna go ahead and take this. We're gonna take this. It's fine. Take the first Hydro Cannon. And I'm just getting a lot of energy here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and bring use cross chop. I'm almost at the 2. I'm almost at the back-to-back. Do that first cross chop. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just get a little bit more, chip it a little bit more. Gonna throw this cross chop and hopefully get the last shield. I think they might have one last shield. Do they have? Okay, no. So they're not. We simultaneously KO. They didn't even get any energy there. And I'm not throwing. I want to, my strategy is I need to be able to CMP. I need to get rid of the shield. So do the Dragon Claw right here. And the thing is, they're also not, I'm horrible at timing, but my opponent is also letting moves slip in. And because you saw that last wing attack there, that allowed me to get to the Dragon Claw there. And we CMP. We CMP and we win. That was such a close match. Honestly, I can imagine our opponent being frustrated. I would be frustrated if I lost the CMP. So very close match. Right there you can see that's a 5-0 set. Let's go. Moving on to the next match. We got an Empoleon lead. Definitely not what you want to see here. I do end up losing this match, and I lose it because I make a mistake. So I also want to go ahead and show the losses, guys. So right here, we're doing pretty good so far. They end up shielding that. I'm very surprised, but they want to preserve that Shadow Machamp. It's a really good Pokemon, but because we're poison typing, we're resisting that. They throw Rock Slide, does a pretty good amount of damage there. We're going to get to another Thunder Punch. And I think this actually manages to get their last shield, which is really, really good for us. So we're looking good. We're 2 shields up. We're like, okay, but they are farming a ton of energy here. So I wish we could have gone to that last. Look at that. They're hanging in by a little health. Going to bring in the Charizard. And then now I could have brought in the Machamp, but I know that they probably have some sort of answer. So I waited for them to switch back to Empoleon. So I swapped to the Machamp. They bring in a Togekiss, and this is actually still winnable. I think the Empoleon has only gone like one fast move off, and I make a huge mistake. It's gonna come up right here. I'm doing a ton of wing attacks right here, and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't shield here. I don't shield here thinking that this ancient power is only gonna be able to do half of my health. And oh my gosh, obviously it was half more than that. And because of that, I lost. I think I could have won that matchup comfortably. Farm down, do the Blast Burn, would have done a ton of damage. I might have actually gotten a second Blast Burn because it takes forever for Empoleon to get to Hydro Cannon when they're running Waterfall as a fast move. So very, very unfortunate. Hopping on to the next match. I don't like the lead, so I swap out to my Muck. And we're just going to stay here. They're going to Scald us. Luckily, they didn't get the attack drop on us, so we're going to be able to just keep on doing these Thunder Punches. And at this point, I'm hoping that they end up baiting or at least using a shield. We're going to try to play out the match just like last time. And they're going to go ahead and they acid spray us. So right here, they actually were trying to get a shield from us. But I know from that range, it wouldn't have taken us out. So we're going to go ahead and do a Thunder Punch now. And I'm okay with now going down. And they actually don't, they actually choose to throw energy. So I'll go ahead and farm from this range. But I think this team, I actually think this team is actually triple water. So you're gonna see me take out this Tentacruel, and I think a freaking Swampert comes in here or something, or a Jellicent, which actually is kind of a core breaker really for this team. So they bring in the Jellicent, and I'm like, man, are you serious? So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Dragon Claw, but honestly, I should have just done Blast Burn. I don't know what I was doing. That does nothing. So now I'm gonna do Blast Burn, and guess what? Gonna do this Blast Burn right here, and they end up shielding because it's gonna do a lot more damage. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, this is rough. But most of the Jellicents that I've gone against, they don't have Bolt Beam. They're running Shadow Ball and also Ice Beam, so we're at least able to put on some more pressure there. Gonna go ahead and do the Shadow Ball, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and now switch out to my Machamp. Looking back at it, maybe I should have just, maybe I shouldn't have swapped like that. What I'm gonna actually end up doing is I'm gonna take the move. Actually, no. Okay, so I shield there. And then I'm trying to farm down, and then they have a Kimono Ono, so I'm like, oh man. So I was thinking maybe we should have just stayed with Charizard, and just try to get that Blast Burn off instead of coming out, no energy on the Machamp. So, but as you can see, we're very close, but because we're down that shield was important to us. We should have just probably just let the Charizard go down, because now can't even get a simultaneous KO, but it doesn't matter. Their shield's up. They have one more shield, so close there. Very unfortunate for us right there. They're gonna get the win. I wonder if we. I still wonder if we could have won that, possibly, but anyway, we're gonna hop on to the next match. So right here, I'm actually I've lost 2 out of this set, so I need to win these 3 to go positive. Gonna go ahead and do the Blast Burn. I'm not gonna bait here. I don't want to bait. I'm also counting the moves. You don't see too many Nidoqueens, and when you do see a Nidoqueen, you really want to count the moves, because right here it works its way all the way to 11. Of course, it could have just chose to bait us, but I know that they have Stone Edge, and I shielded that. Otherwise, that would have done so much damage. I'm hoping that they don't shield this, and they don't. They don't actually shield that, and now I'm just going to bring the Mug. I was trying to farm down because I figured it's probably running double nuke. They bring in an Obstagoon, and this isn't too bad. We're resisting the counters. I am hoping that they don't get the boost. Otherwise, that would be really bad for us here. So we're just going to go ahead. They're going to keep on doing their Night Slashes. I'm going to go ahead and do Thunder Punch. So they actually end up doing Obstruct for the first one. So I'm like, okay. So I didn't shield that, but obviously I'm thinking they're probably gonna do Night Slash unless they're like a madman and just want to keep doing Obstruct. So I know this one's gonna do a lot more damage, but I'm not gonna shield. I need my shield just in case, because I don't know what else they have in the back. They're gonna do Night Slash right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my Thunder Punch. And they're gonna be able to get to one move, but that's okay. They're gonna get to one move, and now I try to snipe. I bring the Machamp, and now they bring in a Scrafty, and this is basically GG's. I'm gonna be able to just easily get to these cross chops. Their foul play is going to be resisted, so we're looking really good right here. They chose to let that go, and because they chose to let that go, I'm gonna let it go. They do the foul play right here. We resist it, and we're easily now able to just farm all the way down. We have so much energy. I think they bring back the Obstagoon because it's loaded. Gonna go ahead and shield this. Shield it. I think it's like okay, so it's a Night Slash, and honestly, I could have just farmed down. This, I didn't even have to do this. I have like 3 Pokemon that can just like take it out. So not necessary to have done that. Our opponent knew they lost, so they didn't shield that. Moving on to the next one, we got Charizard against Scrafty. A lot of Scrafties. I was encountering a lot of Scrafties. They end up switching that time. They're bringing Dragonite, and now I'm gonna bring in my Muck. I bring in my Muck because since Dragonite does run Superpower, I don't want to, and obviously my Machamp is going to get resisted, so it doesn't make sense. So we're going to safe swap our Muck here. They got to Dragon Claw. I'm working on getting to another Thunder Punch. And I think I actually get another shield. Okay, I'm going to let this go. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I believe I let this go. Yep, so I let that go. And oh my gosh, I think I didn't click the button. I think I was trying to go for the Dragon Pulse. Not Dragon Pulse, but the Dark Pulse. And because of that, I ended up not being able to get that move off. So very unfortunate. So I bring in the Dragonite. But the good thing is we're actually shields up. Right here, I'm not even going to bait. I'm not going to bait because I feel like they're expecting that. They're expecting that. And so I'm going to go straight for the nuke. Going to go for the blast burn. And it pays off. And because they actually didn't block that, we have 2 shields up. We can comfortably just take this. And as they have Scrafty, so we have Machamp, which is going to be just going to hard counter it. They're going to try to just keep doing their Dragon Claws, but because they didn't shield that, we're going to comfortably get to a Blast Burn. And I'm just going to go ahead and right away tap to the Blast Burn. And I know that as soon as I knew in the back of my mind when I was playing this, as soon as I saw the Machamp, bro, it's game over. And they're probably going to top left, and they do top left. I don't even blame them for that. Like, there's just no way at that point. So for the last match, this is going to make it or break it. This is the last set of the match. I need this in order to go positive. So going to go ahead with the Dragonite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Dragon Claw. And I think from right here, I ended up just, I chose to stay here because I know we're going to get to another Dragon Claw pretty easily. And we're going to go ahead and throw it right here. I believe they're going to choose to shield that, and because they chose to shield that, I think that's when I go into my muck. Okay, never mind. I felt like maybe I was able to get to another Dragon Claw, and they ended up just choosing to throw a move right here. So now I'm just going to get a ton of energy with my muck here. Going to go ahead and farm this all the way down. They do have another Dragon Claw, which is fine. I'm fine with that. We're going to go ahead and take it. It doesn't do too much damage, so we're going to go ahead and just farm down, and we're just hoping that we don't get hard countered here. They're going to bring in an S-Cab. Not liking that, so I switch out to my Machamp, and they're not they're choosing to stay here, which leads me to think that they're weakening it back to Machamp. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to be able to take out the S-Cab. We're gonna be able to easily this is still a really good matchup for us, so we just gotta kind of play it a little smartly right here. And they end up bringing in an Empoleon. So this is really good for us because we're able to farm all the way down because they allowed that move. So we're loaded with energy. We got two cross chops. We're gonna go ahead and do them back to back. And the great thing is that I also have, I think I have a Thunder Punch loaded. I loaded a Thunder Punch, so we're gonna do the combo play as soon as, boom, as soon as this timer is, they threw a move. I wonder if the Druron might have been able to take us out from that range. But we played smartly, swap in, do the combo play, and we take the game, and this allowed us to get back to 2,500. So now I'm back to 2,500s. So very happy, very happy. Hopefully I can keep on climbing and not drop down. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. If you stuck around and watched to the end, I really appreciate you guys. And if you want to submit your battles for me to shoutcast them on my channel, links down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.